Ukraine's leadership has been hit with a harsh and unavoidable reality check, arriving at a sensitive moment as the country steps into crucial and high-pressure peace talks with the United States. A former Ukrainian intelligence officer has now revealed a deeper, less visible struggle inside the country, exposing how Kyiv has been fighting a parallel battle just to keep its massive troop strength intact. Ivan Stupak explained to Ukrainian media that the government is reaching breaking point, admitting openly that Kyiv can no longer realistically sustain a force of 800,000 soldiers without risking collapse. He emphasized that the debate over reducing the size of the Ukrainian army is not accidental, but a central element of Donald Trump's proposed peace plan aimed at bringing an end to the devastating conflict with Russia. 800,000 troops are far too many. We simply cannot equip and sustain that number of servicemen. We are unable to keep an army of that size even in peacetime. Stupak further clarified that Ukraine could only afford to maintain such a large force if Western nations were willing to finance it entirely and support it over the long term. Reports in the Financial Times say President Zelensky has already agreed to reduce the army's size to 800,000 soldiers as part of Washington's updated peace framework. According to the same report, the plan approved by both the US and Kyiv will cap Ukraine's peacetime military at 800,000 service members, establishing a fixed upper limit. Even at this reduced strength, Ukraine would still field the second-largest military force in Europe, standing right behind Russia's significantly larger army. This latest update comes after the initial peace plan presented last week faced strong criticism for being too favorable to Russia and too restrictive for Ukraine. That early proposal reportedly suggested shrinking the Ukrainian military even further, limiting it to just 600,000 troops, which alarmed many in Kyiv. Sources say the original 28-point peace document was later trimmed down to 19 points after intense and difficult negotiations held in Geneva. The timing of these discussions over military limits is especially troubling, as Ukraine is currently facing a critical and worsening situation on the battlefield in Pokrovsk. Earlier this month, insiders told the Financial Times that the near collapse of Pokrovsk was directly tied to a severe shortage of manpower and overstretched Ukrainian forces. Many of these insiders now fear that Kyiv may not be able to hold the line for much longer, given the mounting and relentless pressure coming from Russian troops. For years, Ukrainian officials have insisted that externally imposed limits on its armed forces, especially limits they cannot realistically sustain, represent a firm and unbreakable red line.